Hi, this is MD Pirate, and I have just finished watching the new GTA 5 trailer, which has just been released. So what I'm going to do now is go through a few points. I don't know if you watched my last video, but we said we'd do this. Got the trailer, watched it a couple of times, just see if there's anything cool that I can notice in there, see maybe anything that looks like it's going to be in the game. So we'll start off the first bit in the video, which shows a beach. You can see there's a couple on the left which are walking around with a dog. So this looks like there may well be dogs in the game. I don't know if it's going to be cats, any other animals, or if, again, before I start, I'm going to say quickly, none of this stuff is necessarily true, it's just what I've seen in the video, just some ideas that may be, it may not be, but we'll see anyway. So yeah, the dog, hopefully there is, because if the police have got dogs, it'll make awesome police chases. Running through the city with police chasing your helicopters, dogs running down the street after you, it will be amazing. So that's the first one. That one's not too big. That's just obviously the dog. What was the next one we get to? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, the next one, the golf course. Now, if you've played Vice City, which I imagine you have, that had a golf course in it and some golf buggies, which were awesome. Which this one also has got the golf buggies in as well. The sign that's saying par 3 looks like hole 8, so I don't know if it's going to be a full golf course, I know it's going to be sort of 9 holes or what it's going to be, but I personally love driving around the golf course on a golf buggy, bouncing off sand bunkers and generally causing mayhem. It was definitely one of my favourite vehicles on that game. It was awesome. Speaking of vehicles, one of the new ones, which looks like, was the jet ski, which should be awesome as well. Flying around the water on a jet ski, straight over to land, quick to get on and off. They're pretty cool. One of the funny things, I don't know if you noticed, but the jet ski, if you read on the side of it, it is called Speedophile 2000, which is, in Rockstar's normal comical way, a pretty good name. But I do think they needed to add more vehicles. I mean, there was a lot of cars in GTA 4, but they tended to all be quite the same, or similar. There wasn't much range of vehicles. So hopefully with a jet ski, that should add some pretty cool stuff into the game. Some cool missions. Where are we now? Yeah, then the mountain range. And obviously this is just a video, but I seriously hope you can get up that mountain, because it looks huge. I mean, there was one on San Andreas, obviously, which I believe it's the same mountain, or very similar, but it just looks massive, straight up to the sky, straight up to the clouds. I mean, as I say, hopefully you can get up there. Hopefully it's just not a picture in the background or something, and it is something you can do. I'd be surprised if you couldn't, because I wouldn't know why they'd go for the effort of showing you it in the trailer if you couldn't actually get there. But obviously, a lot of this stuff we're gonna have to wait and see and see what happens in future trailers or when the game's released. But for now, we can hope. So next, really quick one, which again, some of these aren't that amazing. It's just quick stuff I've noticed. The next one, which shows a red car. There's a sign that basically reads PIERC, which is going to read piercings, I would imagine. So it looks like there's going to be some good customization again. Possibly different shops. Obviously you've got your normal clothing shops, tattoo shops. Maybe there's going to be body piercing shops, or it's going to be a tattoo piercing. I don't know, but I noticed it, so I thought I'd put it in there as well. And we might as well. They always put quite a cool few little bits in the game. So the next part, I believe to be the house, which looks really good. I don't know sort of whose house it is, but if you look, it's one of them houses that they quite often have, that sort of built on the mountain, it's lifted off the floor, that looks awesome. It's going to be, I would say, if you do end up with this house, it's going to be a throughout the game. It's not going to be something you're going to start with, I wouldn't have thought. Although maybe, as the start of the trailer suggests, he would want to be a family man when he moved there, bought a big house. Maybe you start with it, maybe you lose it. I don't know. They don't normally give you big houses to start with. You normally start off in some crappy little apartment, but maybe they've changed. There's a few cool bits in the house. There's a cool telescope. Hopefully you could use that. That would be really cool. There looks to be, well, I think if you're down the bottom, there's a set of CD decks with what look to be speakers on the floor. Maybe you can have parties. Looks like one's just gone on. The place is a mess. Chairs tipped over. Maybe you can have your own little party things. Be cool. You've also got like the, I can't think of the proper word, like the bank machine, basically. So they could build, because I've read some of the other things about putting fitness back in the game. Like on San Andreas, if you ate a lot, you got fatter. You have to go to the gym, work it off, run up the mountain, do a lot of running to get your weight down. So I quite like that. I thought it was quite cool. So they may be able to put that back in, which if they have also means, I would assume, like the muscle things back in. So if you don't bother going to the gym on the game, you're just a dead scrawny guy. If you go to the gym, you build up your muscle, your character gets bigger and bigger and bigger, which I always thought was quite cool. Adds a lot more customization to it, because you could look identical to someone, but one of you's dead skinny and one of you's a huge muscle guy. So you're still completely two different characters, which was another cool thing. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, quick sign that just skims past after the house. Can't really pronounce them, but downtown little, is it Seoul? I'm not too sure, but that's obviously going to be a place. And then you got North Los Piotr Freeway. I don't know how you pronounce that either. I'm sure someone will be able to tell me, but there's two signs that look like they're on a freeway, which are pointing to both them places. So I'm only guessing, but it looks to be that they're going to be some places in the game. Which, because as I say, with a lot of this stuff, especially trailers like GTA's, everything's normally there for a reason. It's not just random bits of clips. They're all picked out to show certain bits of the game at certain months, so you can see a bit more and more and more. Let's see what we're on now. Yeah, this is again another little quick point. When it goes to the city, it shows another big billboard with a Mile High Club written on it. So I'm guessing the big building behind on the video is going to be, well, hopefully you can get in there. I'm assuming it's got some sort of club at the top of it. Maybe it's like a mobster type place. I don't really know. Might be like the club in Vice City, because again I always thought that was cool. Go in there, everyone's dancing until you throw a grenade, machine gun, and then the whole place just goes crazy. So that was cool. Be able to maybe do raids on them. Maybe if it is a club, go in there, raid the place, jump out of the top window of the building, parachute down. That would be pretty cool. So hopefully something like that's coming our way. But as I say, we'll have to wait and see. Now the first real glimpse of what I hope is definitely in the game, because I missed it and it was an awesome part, is the first bit where it shows a plane, which looks like it's flying over some vine fields with some workers there. It's only a small sort of bladed plane, it's not a huge thing at the moment, but I think it just shows that hopefully planes are going to be back. From the rest of the video it looks like they're probably going to be the same type of planes that were in San Andreas, which isn't a problem. They'll have just obviously been redone, look a lot better, really cool. So that's one thing I am really excited about. It may well be a mission as well that looks like a sort of Rockstar type mission, flying through a field, firing that chemical shit over people. I've done the same sort of stuff as that before, but it's pretty cool. It'd be pretty awesome that. But the general bit of that is that hope for God planes back in the game. Yeah, another quick one up next is just when the people go in the door, pest control, so that they're robbing the place. Just a quick snippet of one of the guns we're going to get, which looks to be an AK-47, I believe. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I think it is. With a silencer on. So it's nothing amazing. I think we knew AKs were there. Silenced AKs, something a little bit different. Maybe you can silence all your weapons. Hopefully, because it's normally pretty cool. Especially if you're going to go and break in something like that, you may want to keep the guns quiet or something. So they look pretty cool. They look nicely made. They look good detail. They look obvious what the gun is, which is the best part about it. What's the next bit we noticed? Yeah, there's one little bit. So quick look, where are we? Yeah, there's a van drives past, which is basically like a burger van, which has got up an atom written on the side, which is going to be, I believe, like, was it Clucking Bell? Like the burger shop. So this is just leading more and more for me to think that the health attribute type thing is going to be in the game again, which would be really good if it is. That's got a line of, which is like their slogan, I suppose. Once it pings, eat like kings, which is pretty cool. So basically, I think it's just going to be that shitty microwave food, which you expect from most places on GTA, which isn't a problem. So you've also got the guy smashing in a house sign as well. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you can buy houses, sell them, make a profit, or maybe it's just you can just buy houses like normal. I really don't know. You've always pretty much been able to buy houses and different stuff like that, but it'd be pretty cool if you could, like, if you can, what I was going back to before, like buy stuff for the house, like decks and chairs and stuff like that, and then you could maybe sell the house for a profit with some stuff in. Who knows? But it'd be pretty cool. That I think it'd be good fun. Another quick bit, you drive past on one of the walls, there's some graffiti, which I believe that's also back, being able to graffiti in the game. I believe you can make custom graffitis and just spray everywhere, like in San Andreas with your gang tags, but I think you can, from what I've read somewhere, you can make like your own custom one, and then just go around spraying that everywhere, which is pretty fun. That, and yeah, it always adds a little bit that people make up their own custom stuff and see who can make the best one. So that's pretty much that one. The next cool bit, I believe to be, shows a little bit about hobos and stuff, and then you got a cool, awesome one of them. I can't remember what they're called. Basically a jet that flies over the city. I think it's like a Harrier jet type plane. Again, if I'm wrong, let me know, but it looks like something to do with that, which again was in GTA San Andreas, which was awesome. It's definitely one of my favourite jets, that one, mainly just for the speed it went, the cool takeoff where it's sort of, you have to lift it off the floor and then fire forward. Also the weapons, it was just awesome fun. I remember on San Andreas we had to do the pilot's license. You had to go to the airport and do a lot of cool little missions with different planes and stuff, and that was good fun. That planes were definitely something that I think was missed, and it was a weird thing for them to not put them in GTA 4. I couldn't understand why they didn't, but I'm sure they had their own reasons. So the next bit, we're getting close to the end now. So we'll see what's next. There's some few other little bits in there which I've not talked about, like some of the cars and stuff. Some helicopters, showing video of helicopter. Next main bit is where it shows the same as Hollywood, but basically like the Vinewood sign, which basically goes to show we're back in Vinewood, which again is quality. All the stuff that I was hoping for, pretty much. I think this game is definitely going the right way. I mean, it is literally like a 1:20 trailer, but it looks like they've listened to everybody and a lot of things people have been saying. Still going to be people that don't like it, but the same thing with anything, people that like and dislike. So I have to hope everything in this trailer pans out to be like some pretty cool stuff. But that's just a Vinewood sign with a big big tower with lights on. It's like a radio tower or something behind it, which we've seen before, but still looks awesome. And then that's pretty much the end of the trailer. You got that sort of VIP executive type jet flying over the city, which gives you a good view of the actual city on that screen, which looks to be a pretty decent size. Like, you can't see the back. You see a lot of buildings in front of you, and then a lot of mountains, and then just basically the sunset. So you can't really see where it ends, which is pretty good because it does look like it's going to be huge. I just hope there's going to be a lot of sort of, I don't know, GTA 4 seems to be missing something. It seems to be like an updated version of GTA 3. They just seem to have been going backwards for some reason. San Andreas had so much stuff. I don't keep banging on about that game, but it did have so much stuff in it. Like, even like the crazy jetpacks and stuff like Area 51. Just had so much to explore. And personally, you very rarely got bored. Because if you did, you just take a monster truck and go cruising through the fields and see what you could find. And it was pretty cool, to be fair. I did really enjoy it. So that's the trailer. If you want to actually watch the trailer, you can go to rockstar.com, and the trailer was released at 4 o'clock UK time, which is about 20 minutes ago now. Go there, have a watch. You can watch it in HD. Have a listen to the bits I've been saying. See what you think. If you think I'm wrong, that's fair enough. I'm not saying any of what I've just spoke about is going to be correct. All I'm talking about is stuff that I've just seen in the video, which leads me to believe certain stuff's going to happen. If it doesn't, I apologise. But if you think I'm right, think I'm wrong, whatever you think, let me know. We can see what you think. Also, one of the main important things, if you noticed anything else in the trailer that I missed, that may be significant, something I haven't said, completely missed out on, or something you think may well be significant, then leave me a comment, send me a message, and we can always make another video if we get a lot of responses of people say you've missed this out. We can always make another and add it all together. And if not, then I guess we'll wait for the next trailer. Unfortunately, they are going to be at the moment GTA 4 footage, because I don't just want to upload the trailer, to be honest, because I just don't think it's a good idea. And obviously that is literally the only footage we've got of GTA 5 at the moment. So I don't want to just upload that and then everyone watches it on that, and then because I'm not sure if I can do or not, or if it's sort of copyrighted, so we won't do for now. But so this has been the GTA 5 trailer review. Thanks for watching.